Welcome in, everyone, to the Game or Die Show. My name is Ryan Moore, and it is day 2 of RetroCember, which means we're going to be covering a new game. Today's Nintendo 64 game is Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, man, I love this Rare-developed 3D platformer. This is like one of the top-tier games whenever you talk about the system, especially Rare. At this point, when they developed Banjo-Kazooie, this was kind of like the new starting point for collectathon gaming. And we'll talk about that as soon as we get into it. So you know what? Let's just do it right now. Let's start and we'll cover this game for a little bit, all right? Okay. So we're here in Banjo-Kazooie. This is the very beginning of the game after the kind of the tutorial section. And Banjo is the bear and Kazooie, there she is the bird. Now, this is where that whole like mashing two animals up and combining them, they kind of reconnected this idea with Rare developers back a few years ago when they started doing a different game. Now I can't remember the name of the game, but this is such a fun 3D platformer. This is like one of my favorite genres of games. Now, like I said, it's a collectathon, and what collectathons mean basically is there's so many different collectibles in this game that you are tasked with not only getting, you know, X amount of pieces of one thing, but X amount of pieces of like multiple different types of things to collect them all to progress through the game. And some people don't like that, which I totally get, I totally understand. But back when this game came out, I was kind of like the prime age for this. This is a 3D platformer that not only is a little bit more challenging for younger players. So you do have to use your brain a little bit, but it also has some really good writing. And that's what I love about this game. The writing actually is phenomenal for a, younger audience type of game. Coming back to this like almost as 40 years old, some of the writing definitely does feel a little bit juvenile. But the pacing of the game is really well done. The action of the game, the collectibles, the platforming, the puzzles, everything about this game like all melts together into a really enjoyable, family-friendly game. And that's one of the things that I love about this. So we just unlocked the first level. And basically what you do to unlock levels is you collect these jigsaw pieces, or jiggies as they're known. And when you collect X amount of them, you can go to the area where you unlock the level. And when I first originally played it, I thought it was going to be like Mario 64, where you jump into the painting, but that's not how it works in this game. You unlock the level by putting the jiggies in there, and then you go to the level entrance, and then you jump in. So we're going to go to Mumbo's Mountain. We're going to play a little bit of this, and we're going to have some fun. All right. So we're in the first level. And Bottles, our little mole friend who's telling us kind of the tutorialization of the game, will just kind of pop up throughout the game and let us know and unlock new abilities and stuff. But like I said, this is the very beginning. This is the equivalent of Bob-omb Battlefield in Super Mario 64. And this is really cool because the jumping feels really good. The platforming feels really good. And here we go. We got our first note. There's 100 on each world, and you collect them to open the note doors. So as you play through the game, you want to get all 100 notes. So that's one of the collectibles. Another collectible is these guys right here, which are Jinjos. Yippee! You saved me. Gruntilda has imprisoned 5 of us Jinjos on each world. For us all to get the Jiggy. All right, so we got at least 2 collectibles so far, right? We got the Jinjos, which are 5 in each world. We got the notes, which are 100 in each world. And you can kind of already see how this level is really going. Why can't I get that, man? Shoot, hold on. You can see how it can get a little bit overwhelming, especially for younger players. But even as... how old was I when this game came out? Probably about in junior high, going into maybe about high school, maybe 7th or 8th grade. I love this game. I was super into the comedy writing of this game as well. Kazooie, which is the bird, she's very, very snarky, which, you know, is too much nowadays. Everyone in games or media, because of the Marvel cinematic universe style writing, is snarky. But back then, you didn't have a character like that in a video game that would talk and be kind of like, you know, someone who kind of didn't want to be there. And I thought that was pretty interesting back then. All right, so we got Conga. He's gonna throw these oranges at us, and we got to make sure that he throws all of them over here. And there we go, and we got a Jiggy. So again, some of these are very easy at the beginning. You must search for 10 of us on each world. We'll help you progress through the witch's lair. I think we could speed up the text. The mumbly way that these characters speak, you can kind of hear them. He kind of sounds like a Peanuts or Snoopy level adult, you know. Okay, so what does this monkey want? Shoot, I didn't even realize. What did he want? Did he want eggs? No. Was it a... I think it's a orange. He wants an orange, right? Yeah, there we go. Hey, that's Conga's orange. Put it back. Yeah, oranges are nice. Oh, Chimpy liked Conga's orange. Chimpy helped Fat Bear and Bird. I like how they always call Banjo fat in this game. He's not fat. Look at him. Look at that. I don't think we can. Okay. But he's definitely not a fat bear. He looks pretty buff to me. So what's kind of cool is, again, the platforming. You have these jumps, the jumping ability. You have a regular jump. If you hold jump, you go up higher, and then you also have like this flutter jump as well. So that's kind of cool. And then here's another collectible, a Mumbo token, used for Mumbo's magic. And I think we have to get a ground pound, so we don't think we have that style of control yet. So here we go. He's going to teach us how to toss eggs, I believe. Time to learn the ancient way of the egg. I'm listening, beetle breath. Hold Z and press the top C button to shoot an egg out of your mouth. Hey, sounds cool. Anything else? Sure. Press the bottom C button instead, and you can shoot them out from behind. Sheesh. Sounds painful. I wish I never asked. Bird Brain can carry 100 eggs in her backpack. Oh, and you can also use the control stick to aim while you're crouching. Exciting, huh? Now that you've learned to use the eggs, here's 50 to practice with. Your energy is a little low. I'll fill it up for you. Thank you. So get these honeycomb pieces as our energy, and then if you find empty honeycomb pieces, you can also get additional. Ow. There we go. Bear beat Conga. Me give prize to Bear. And we get another Jiggy piece. So this is kind of like the stars in Super Mario World. All the Jiggy pieces, you unlock more to unlock new areas and levels. Those are your like kind of main thing that you're looking for, which is cool. But also, you stay in the world. That was one of the things that I really liked, is staying in the world once you get those Jiggy pieces, because some of them are very easy. In Super Mario 64, especially in the beginning, some of them are really easy to get, but then you get kicked out of the world. I love being able to stay back in, because these worlds do get pretty complex. So I really like that. let's continue on. We do need another power. I think it's called the Talon Trot, which is allowing Kazooie to basically walk, and it's the fastest way of traversal in this game. It's so fast. But we need to unlock that ability. We need to find bottles to give us that ability or tell us how to use it. Now, like with all Nintendo 64 platformers, the camera angles a little bit rough here and there, but I've never had that big of an issue. All right. The Talon Trot, here we go, will let Kazooie tackle steep slopes with ease. That sounds useful. How does she do it? Hold Z and then press the left C button. Continue to hold Z while moving, and Kazooie will around with the control stick. Go practice. So there's our Talon Trot, and you can see this is so much faster. And it allows us to walk up steep slopes, which is kind of cool. Man, hey, another Jinjo. We got the yellow Jinjo. All right, so we need green, orange, and purple still. All right. Any more? And using that control stick to move the camera around, like I was saying, it's not the best camera in the world, but it does its job. And if you've ever played these style of games, you get it pretty quickly. Yippee, you've got enough notes to break the first note door spell. All right, well, we're gonna get all of them. You know, might as well, right? Look at that. And then the orange Jinjo. And then another, see, you get all these things, these collectibles, and I know it became kind of a pretty rough thing later on in the series or even in the game. There's a lot to collect, but I find it very fun. It's that checklist, you know, itemization of games that I really, really do enjoy. I know a lot of people struggle with that, but I've never had a problem with it. I always thought it was fun to collect games, or things in games. Oh, let's go in here. Hey, ugly. No bears. They really do kind of beat Banjo down with the the verbal abuse in this. Okay, so we need the Talon Trot. Oh, and we can't even do that, so I think we need to do something different to continue on in that section. Right. We're getting there. We're getting there on this level. I'm very excited. Oh, there's another Mumbo. I always liked Mumbo. He's like this this weird caricature that you don't see really anymore. And it was around this time because he's very much like Aku Ako and Crash Bandicoot. Oh man, there's another Jiggy right there. Look at that. Yeah. Go. Dude, we are just blowing through this stuff. I love it. It's a small level, as you can see. It's not the biggest level in the world, but again, I think this is a really good intro for this game. All right, we just need the green Jiggy, and then we're good. See, that was a control camera issue, where it obscured what was happening. I didn't see that I got hit until I got hit. But it's not a big deal. It's like one of the things is, it's so not a big deal. Okay. We, Juju, Mumbo's totem pole, feed us with nice blue stones. Come on. Come on. Let's get a better camera angle there. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, another Jiggy. Is that 6? Yeah. All right. And then we should be able to blow through these? No, I guess not. I thought we could. Now, this little beehive. We break that, we get the honeycomb pieces. The theming in this, man, it all works together. I love it. So fun. Anything back here? Oh, I see a Jiggy. Yeah, look at that. 7 Jiggies. All right, let's go see Mumbo. Me Mumbo, best shaman in all game. Can help Banjo and Filthy Feathered. 1. Watch it, hut boy. Mumbo's magic tokens hid by witch. Find tokens and Mumbo help you. Banjo has plenty tokens. Stand on skull and press B to see mighty Mumbo magic. Okay, so we need 5 skull pieces, and we got that definitely. However, we're gonna get these notes, and then yeah, there's some stuff up here. So there's a way to do it. There we go. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure we can't get on the fire, but got some eggs. I thought there was gonna be a Mumbo token up here, but I guess not. Okay. Mumbo? There we go. Took a second. It sounds like Aku Aku. Rubega. Mumbo's magic free to change back when you come back and are ready. Termite bit small, but not bad for first spell. Mumbo practice needed. So with Mumbo, you actually change into a bunch of different things, and that's really cool. I love that. So many games don't allow, like, we used to have games that allowed us to change, and it was so much fun. Oh shoot. We didn't get that, huh? That molehill? Really quick, because I think that allows us to do the butt stomp. There we go. I think it's a Z trigger for that. Okay. What's really funny too is with the changing, there is a cheat code. In the second level, there's this beach cove area. And there's this like crossword flooring that you can spell stuff out on. And if you type in like Banjo washing machine or something like that, wishy-washy, he'll change Banjo into a washing machine. And I always thought that was the funniest thing. So I would always change him into a washing machine. All right, so here we go. Yeah, we're gonna be using our butt stomp a lot. Okay, that's it. There it is. Yeah, I knew that we had to break those. I was like, what's going on there? Okay, we're almost done with our notes. We almost got 100. This is so much fun. Like, I'm having a blast with this game. I beat this game a few years ago. I bought the Xbox 360 HD revision or remastered version back when that came out years and years and years ago. I think maybe on the maybe in like 2010-ish, 2011. Hey, we got our last Jinjo, so all 5 Jinjos gives us a Jiggy piece. Now we got 8. And we are making progress here. Oh, and an extra life, a little Banjo statue. Look at that. Yeah! The health bar, the way these games were made, man. They don't make them like this anymore. And a 9th Jiggy piece. We are pretty much done. We got 1 more Jiggy piece. We gotta turn into our little termite friend first. There we go. Oh, it's the B button. That's what it is. It's the B button to change. Got it. You don't see shamans in video games anymore. Oh man, I'm having such a good time with this game. I could sit here and probably play this game all day long. Especially since I've been sick too. I think this was always a game that I loved playing while I was sick. All right, here we go. Now, look at that. This is the hard part. It obscures me a little bit, so it's a little bit harder to get up. I've always made that mistake. That's okay. And there is a little bit of a float to the jump as well because I'm holding the button. There we go. We're up. Yes. Hey, look, we got all 100 note pieces. Where did you get those shorts? I want them. You found all 100 notes on this world. Well done. Thank you. All right, so we got 100 notes. Give me that cool backpack or else. Man, they're so mean. All right. All right, so we got another light. Heck yeah. Bum, bum, bum. And here is our last jiggy piece. Look at that. And we get to see all of the world. So, not a big world, as you can see. I'm gonna jump down, yay! And because we're a little baby termite, we don't take fall damage, which is nice. You do take fall damage if you are Banjo and Kazooie, though. All right, let's change back into the bear and bird. There we go. All right. And so you can kind of just hang out in the level and play around if you wanted to after you get all the jiggy pieces and you've done everything. There's no enemies in this world anymore and all that. So, like, what do? Well, you just slide down the mountain. And you go back to the entrance and you stand on this patch and then you get teleported out. Grunty's magic stops you taking the notes off of the world, but the 100 you just collected counts as your best note score. Try to get 100 notes on each world as they are needed to open the note doors. All right, so there we go. We just finished the entire first world of Banjo-Kazooie. So that's basically Banjo-Kazooie. I think it's a really fun series. I did not get into Banjo-Tooie, unfortunately. And when Microsoft bought Rare in the early 2000s and switched them over to the Microsoft brand, they lost a lot of their, I wouldn't say credibility, but they lost a lot of their creative team. Their games just did not hit the same way. And then they ended up doing a lot of remasters. They did the Conker Live and Reloaded remaster on the original Xbox, which was Conker's Bad Fur Day on Xbox. They also did a Perfect Dark HD remaster in late 2010 as well. And we always wanted GoldenEye 007 remastered on the Xbox, right? That remaster took forever and never actually came out on the 360, but I think it was 2 years ago, or last year even, they released the new version of that on Nintendo Switch and Xbox Series S and X. Unfortunately, the multiplayer aspect of that game, which is what everyone loved, was only locked to Nintendo Switch Online. They did not allow Microsoft to have the online rights for that game, which was stupid, right? It's a port that has different accessibility to it, and I thought that was stupid. So Rare really was doing a lot of cool stuff on the Super Nintendo and Nintendo 64, but once they got bought by Microsoft, a lot of the magic got lost along the way. And even with Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, technically the third game in the series, it was not what we as the fans wanted from a sequel, a long-awaited sequel from Banjo-Kazooie. So yeah, it was a little bit of a bummer. But this first game, It's so good. It's fantastic. I highly, highly recommend playing this game, getting the Xbox version of it so that you have HD widescreen. Everything looks really nice and crisp and beautiful in 1080p. And just play this game. It is so much fun. If you like 3D platformers like Super Mario 64 and things like that, you're going to love this game. Anyways, that's going to do it for day 2 of RetroCember 2024. We are going through the Nintendo 64 catalog and just playing a bunch of fun games. Until tomorrow, take care, God bless, and have a Merry Christmas. Bye.